Hey guys, here for part 2. Hope you'll be back to see the rest of it. Anyway, Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio now in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Rey Mysterio won. Yeah, my predictions aren't going this way tonight. Honestly. I didn't expect this match to be on now. I thought it would open the show, to be honest, but you can't get everything you want, can you? Plus, it was a good promo video showing how good Cody's gotten on the mic. Quite impressed with them so far. Anyway, both men go at each other as the bell rings, loads of Irish whip counters, and Rey head scissors Cody out of the ring, does a baseball slide under the ropes, and gets a head scissors on Cody on the outside. Pretty cool. Cody drop kicks Rey into the concrete, onto the concrete where the ramp usually would be. I don't know why they haven't got a ramp. Well, they've got a small one anyway. And then gets a 2 count for that one. Rey then throws Cody into the stage. Cody goes down off the stage. Cody runs off, hits the diving leg drop press thing, gets a 2. Both go near the crowd. Cody puts Rey balls first onto the barricade and then clotheslines him off it. Nice! That only gets 2 though. Cody gets rounded the barricade and gets kicked in the head. Both men go up the stairs. Rey gets headbutted on down a few steps, and he then wraps around the centre steel banister thing between the steps, and does a nice Boston Crab in the middle. That was a beautiful. And then Cody throws Rey's arm and face into the centre bar as they go higher and higher into the inside of the arena. They both exchange punches as they go in there. Cody gets shoved into the bins. Rey then throws a plastic box onto Cody. I can understand having a plastic box being thrown at a bare back would hurt, actually, so I can understand Cody's pain. However, I would not expect someone to be covered for 2 with that, as Rey ends up proving. Rey attempts to throw Cody into a mirror. Cody jumps off the side table next to the mirror and then kicks Rey right in the face. The crowd, who are back there behind them, going, "Holy shit, this is awesome," repeatedly. That shows because it's a fantastic move. Love that chant though. Rey jumps over Cody onto the bar table and then cross-bodies Cody for 2. Another great show of athleticism by both these men here. They go back towards the stairs as Rey jumps Cody from behind and throws him down a few. Cody's running away from Rey. Then at the bottom, a fan helps Rey onto the barricade to jump onto Cody, but unfortunately Cody runs before anything could materialise from that. Yeah. Rey runs at Cody. Cody throws him over the barricade onto the floor. Rey punches Cody, jumps on him, and goes for his foot-patented bulldog facebuster. However, Cody counters and plants Rey's face onto the steel steps. Ouch! And that only gets a 2. Steel steps to face? Definitely more than that, at least a 2.5 maybe. Who knows? Rey then kicks Cody in the face and springboard goes back in the ring. A springboard crossbody connects for 2. Cody throws Rey over the apron. Rey goes to the top rope, hits a headbutt off the top rope, a diving one I should say. And whilst Cody was standing up, also gets 2. Cody, where am I? Rey sets Cody up for the 619. He opens up his knee brace, but Cody fights out and gets kicked by Rey anyway, right in the chest. Cody lifts Rey on the rope, kicks him in the midsection, or the low blow. The Orton CM Punk one was more of a low blow in my opinion. Alabama slam for 2. I have to admit, in this match, Booker's overhyping everything. He's over-exaggerating the extremity of everything. So, this is too extreme. We've got to stop it now. He's had it all night long and it's bollocks. Booker, get it right. It's not as bad as it was before. You've been in the Elimination Chamber before. You know how bad it really can actually get in there in these kinds of extreme matches. Am I ranting? Anyway, Cody kicks Rey in the corner, puts him on the top rope. Rey fights back and sprays a green mist into his eyes. Good shot back to Tajiri there. Gives him a 619, does his top splash for the win. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with that. Overall, it's a first fast-paced match with some good moves backstage. That finish, however, took a quarter of a star of this match. I thought this match needed to last longer, in my opinion, but then again, I've got time to fill. So, for me, I thought this match exceeded the expectations I had for it. I didn't expect it to go on this late. I didn't think there was going to be a lot more weapon shots, a lot more high-risk maneuvers by both men, even Cody getting some real offense in, like he did at WrestleMania. But no, all those things combined, plus a face cheating. Now, I know in a no DQ match, a face using methods like that to win is not obviously considered a problem. But the fact that a face actually used an outside object like green mist to win a match, Rey was really trying to get a victory, and he realised he couldn't beat Cody. That's the only way he could have done it. That's not really right for me. That made it a cheap finish. 2 3/4 stars. It would have been 3. That finish practically knocked it off for me. It would have been 3.5 maybe, but once again, finish didn't help. And then we get to Layla defeating Michelle McCool in a no count out, no DQ, loser leaves WWE match. I got the prediction right on this one. First prediction right of the night, I think. Check out my notes here. Yeah, no, I got the Kofi Kingston one, which I predicted before the match started. Got that one right as well. Anyway, Cole has come back to commentary. Oh, God, Cole, shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear about how you magically won, you stupid piece of shit. Layla poses on the ropes and McCool hits her from behind. Kicks her head by McCool and quick cover gets 2. Layla kicks McCool down. She throws Layla out of the ring. Anyway, Layla back to her feet, throws McCool into the announcer's table. Layla runs at McCool but goes onto the table herself. McCool then rams her knee into Layla's head, which is against the table. Nice little spot. Gets her back into the ring for a 2 count. Layla hits McCool down for a 2 count as well. Layla punches and kicks McCool but gets a press slam for her troubles. That also gets a 2 count. Layla on the outside. McCool runs at her but flies into the barrier. Layla gets on top of the barrier with McCool as they start trying to get up there. McCool then takes her off the barricade face first to the floor. Definitely nice there. McCool then berates her and gets a punch. McCool flips Layla off the top rope. Layla counters with a jawbreaker, which looks really nice, for 2. It's one of those reverse flip moves, jawbreaker. Lovely. McCool kicks Layla in the head, which is quite a thud. Goes down, and that only gets a 1. So Layla is really fighting hard tonight. McCool sets up for a Styles Clash move, which obviously is a Styles Clash if you watch TNA. Layla escapes, hits a sick-looking neck breaker, but that gets 2, unbelievably. McCool gets to her feet on the ropes, though, to break up the count. That's why it didn't get a 3. Layla gets a kick to the head by McCool, that gets 2. Layla then goes to a jackknife cover, McCool counters and hits the Styles Clash for 2. Layla then rolls through and gets a 3 count. Yes, a roll-through finish. Now, I have to say, this match, when I originally rated it, was only going to be a 1 star. It was going to be a 3/4 of a star, because it was actually quite a good, fast-paced, many-fall match. I'll give it a 1 star. It was a good match, in my opinion. It was on for Divas standards, this was actually pretty decent. But then it wasn't over. McCool starts crying, and in comes Karma, better known as Awesome Kong, if you haven't watched this pay-per-view. Stalking McCool in the ring, just not taking her eyes off her, sets up and drives her upside down, face first into the ring. I think it's what's called an impact buster, an impaler buster. Don't know the name of it. Face first into the canvas. There's also a good shot back to the Divas locker room. They look concerned and they're worried. This big woman is going to tear the shit out of them. So yeah, a fast-paced, overall, not too bad match. There's some nice moves, loads of near falls. I was going to give this 1/4 of a star, but I realised, for Divas quality to be better than usual, I actually enjoyed this for what it was. And I'll give it 1 star. I'm being nice. 1 star for a Divas match. Holy shit! It's unbelievable! Then we get next onto the matches of the night. Christian versus Alberto Del Rio, where Christian defeats Alberto Del Rio in a ladder match to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And I always wonder why WWE put so many ladders around the ring. I preferred it when wrestlers used to get them from under the ring. And oh my god, believe it or not, Cole actually mentioned that Alberto Del Rio had a background in Greco-Roman wrestling and mentioned Mil Mascaras on TV. Epic win! Because whenever that's mentioned, I can be happy knowing that they haven't really distanced themselves from wrestling entirely. Brilliant. Christian gets the crowd going as the bell rings and punches Del Rio down. However, Del Rio overpowers Christian. Irish whips then ensure. Christian clotheslines Del Rio. Christian gets scoop slammed by Del Rio, which is quite cool. Christian then backs Del Rio into the corner and beats him down. Back body drop by Christian on the top rope and a spinning arm block by Christian to Del Rio gets him back on the canvas again. Christian gets a ladder, Del Rio goes out of the ring and attacks Christian from behind, beats him down. Del Rio kicks Christian underneath the ring. What the fuck was that? Why would you want to kick your opponent under the ring? It just, to me, doesn't make sense. Del Rio grabs a ladder, Christian comes up from the other side, runs and drop kicks the ladder onto Del Rio. Cool. Del Rio selling the arm nicely. Looks like he could actually have an arm injury. Lord knows. Christian sets up the ladder and goes up. Del Rio yanks Christian off and he lands face first. Del Rio then climbs up. Christian pushes the ladder. Del Rio lands on his feet. Lands on his feet and kicks Christian in the head. Good athleticism by Del Rio here. Ground drop kick by Del Rio presses Christian into the ropes. Del Rio picks up the ladder and gets punched by Christian. Del Rio is thrown to the outside and Christian gets the ladder, up the ladder, but Del Rio yanks Christian's feet and he lands face first onto the ladder and then onto steps. I don't know which port this is, but I don't know. I'm lost. Del Rio lays a ladder between the announce table and the apron. Del Rio attempts a suplex on the ladder. Christian counters and tries to catapult Del Rio face first, but is kicked onto the steps. Del Rio tries to throw Christian into the ladder, goes under it. Christian is on the top rope, gets hit by Del Rio off the top rope, and then lands on the ladder on the outside, and then does a crossbody over onto the outside. Brilliant move. Christian then puts more ladders in the ring and starts to climb. Del Rio pushes him off though. Del Rio puts the ladder up in the corner, follows with a kick to the head of Christian. Christian fights back with some slaps. A power slam by Christian counters into a cross arm breaker attempt, which is then countered into an unpretty hold by Christian, which is then countered as Christian throws Del Rio into the ladder shoulder first in the corner. Good use of hold and counter hold there. I'm impressed. Del Rio on the apron again gets hit by the ladder and falls to the outside. Christian sets up the ladder. Christian up the ladder on the inside of the ring and starts to climb. Del Rio throws the small ladder into Christian, climbs up that ladder and pulls Christian off the ladder into what looks like a code breaker type move. Cool. Del Rio punches Christian and rips away his face. Christian fights back and eats fist. Punch. He's not doing good tonight. He's doing quite well actually. Del Rio throws the ladder onto Christian's chest. Del Rio sets up another ladder in the corner. Christian is thrown onto it. Del Rio runs with the smaller ladder up onto the bigger ladder and Christian gets out of the way. Booker tells Cole to shut the hell up. Win for Booker T. Best thing he's done all night. Christian climbs up a little bit away from the belt. Del Rio clambers up the back and gets off the ladder into a powerbomb position. But Christian powers out. Del Rio attempts to suplex Christian off the apron onto the ladder at ringside. But Christian backdrops Del Rio onto a ladder in the ring. Christian goes to the top rope with the ladder. Del Rio enziguris Christian's arm, and then Christian falls down with his ladder onto his own arm. Good use of psychology by working on that injured arm. Del Rio sets up the ladder and climbs, but Christian grabs his ankle. Del Rio fights it, climbs up some more. Christian pushes the ladder, and Del Rio stands up again afterwards, which is really, once again, showing how good his athleticism is. And then pushes Christian out of the ring. Del Rio is handed a steel chair by Rodriguez. Christian wrestles the chair away from Del Rio and throws him face first into the steel post. Christian gets into the ring, taunts an upcoming spear in tribute for Edge, and it connects. Christian sets up the ladder and climbs. Del Rio goes under the ladder, pulls Christian through the rung. Del Rio climbs, Christian gets out and pushes Del Rio into the corner off the ladder. Christian takes the small ladder, but is kicked into the face by Del Rio. Del Rio pushes Christian to the big ladder at ringside. Del Rio then goes to the top rope, jumps. Christian moves, and Del Rio's lower back curves right round that big ladder. Quite a sick spot, and Del Rio is down for a while. Christian sets up a ladder and climbs, but Brodus Clay comes in. Christian is holding on as Clay grabs Christian down. Christian throws Clay onto the ladder, and Del Rio dropkicks the small ladder into his arms. Del Rio locks the cross arm breaker into the small ladder, which is a fantastic little spot. Christian is busted open. Ref's cleaning it up at ringside, although I think, by looking at it, Brodus Clay is busted open as well. Del Rio climbs up the ladder with Christian at ringside. There's a horn blowing, there's a car, and Edge is in it! Edge actually is here! Holy shit! Del Rio is distracted, Christian gets back in, throws Del Rio off the ladder onto his lackeys, Christian climbs up the ladder, grabs the belt, we have a new World Heavyweight Champion in Christian. Absolutely brilliant. I love that, and I said I get it right. Some innovative ladder moves from these guys. Good use of psychology, using all the ladders to get their advantage. Didn't get boring at all for the entirety. And at points, there was some great, like I said, there's some great psychology working on Christian's arms. Loved it. The finish, however, while I did slightly expect it, I didn't think it was needed. I would have loved Christian to do it pretty up the ladder, then climb up and have Edge congratulate him at the end. But you know what? That didn't happen. Still a fantastic match. Everything I wanted from it, and it is a brilliant watch if you haven't seen it yet. I'll give it 4 stars. 4 stars. That's a lovely piece of reviewing there for that. And guys, I need to do another part. No! So I will see you guys for part 3. I hope you join me for that one.